his inner Landon here. He's still got the 1 point. Maybe it really does look like Landon's playing on Fresh today. He's wearing the Gingy skin, trying to find his way in on Magma. Again, Landon was quick to flame him for a poor performance, so I don't feel too bad about throwing a little bit of shade out there on Landon.
Let's be honest, Fresh at this point just doesn't want Musok to outplace him. He's trying to get at least a couple points right now.
That is very true, actually. If Fresh goes down here, it is a huge story for the tournament because it means that Mr. Fresh Asian actually got outplaced in a competitive solos tournament by Musok.
Musok would never let him live that down.
Oh, definitely not.
Would never let him live that down. I talked to Lachlan in the middle of games there, and he said the same thing. And, you know, Mr. Fresh Asian would have loved to have a better performance here. Tough to do against these top players, but he is on a tear.
He's
Mr. Fresh Asian playing for pride more than anything, and now he's going to be going up against Spoiling, another opportunity. And so many Australian players, as mentioned in this one, and the rotations are going to come through. Jordan going to take out Jailbox from Vancouver. Now eyes on Quid. Quid's in a rough spot. He's going to get taken out. Jalen is able to get the elim, I believe, on Quid, but now has to traverse the entire mountain. Chances in the best spot. Eshes, the controller player from Australia, in a pretty good position here as well. Positioning is everything.
What he can do with it, he's been rotating on front side of zone so well. Epic Whale taking down Jalen. We have Slayer taking down Eshes. Epic Whale taking down Sosman. Man, Epic is out. Epic is now taken down by Bob. Goes down one of the Asian players. Worthy picking up another elimination on Squeaks. We're about to get in top 15. There it is. Brezzo gets top 15 in solos. We have Zate here, someone we all expect to do very well today. We have some amazing players in this end game.
If anyone's going to crush a dream, it's going to be Zate, who is honestly only 19 points, not in the top standings, but he can end the journey for Brezzo. But look where Brezzo is, RPG in his name. He did get that massive upgrade, and he has high ground, so in a pretty good position here. Brezzo wants to be in the fight, though. He's a controller player. He wants to take that to his advantage.
We see that on the right there, Brezzo's in the fight. We see Nyrox in not the greatest position here. He's on ultimate low ground, has to traverse this mountain. The reason why that lobby cleared out so quickly is this is one of the worst zones I've seen, and it keeps pulling across, going up the mountain. Brezzo takes down Nyrox. This might be it right now. He's running with the Jinx is in front of him. An OC player I expect to do well today. Brezzo finding the angle around Jinx, trying to end his dreams right here. Brezzo might have this one through. Jinx comes out. Brezzo goes low. 62 health. He's got to get out of Storm now. He needs to rotate through. There's 3 players alive. He's on high ground on 47 health. He has chances above him.
This man has ice in his veins. Brezzo gets a third. It's a 1 versus 1. I think it's Zate. Brezzo versus Zate to close this one out. The Titan eliminated the other. It's actually Bola. Brezzo versus Bola.
They're actually their squad mates. Is Brezzo taking down Bola? Can he do this one here? Can it go squad mate against squad mate? Can Bola crush his dreams? If Brezzo wins this, you have to think he's going to win the entire tournament. He's reloading this rocket. He's pushing forward. Needs to find this angle. Does not connect. Bola still has some materials down there. He's getting the minis off. He has no health meds though. He's got 80 health, 42 shield. He's been dropped down. He's on top of Bola. The shots come out and Brezzo takes it. 52 points total. He gets the victory royale, and you have to assume he's the AO.
Play passive and play for late game. That's why we saw Jesse below the threshold. Ended up getting above that threshold with some good shots on Alice. Alice lived to see another day. Other players, TSM Zexro, really survive. Another flopper should be just fine. Meanwhile, Jesse really tagged up in a tough spot. The action is going to break down here, and look how far that rotation is to the circle from some of these players.
Jesse's got to try and get some damage in here. He needs to get forward. Airwax, I believe, is the player that's holding him out, but there's so many people here I can't tell. No, it's Sync. It's one of his fellow OC players holding him down. The RPG comes out and takes him out. H-King rotating player you were looking for just goes down the feed as Musok trying to find his way in. No! Goes down to Storm, unfortunately. Nyrox going down 2 now.
And look at the kill feed at the top left of your screen right now. On board with Worthy. Worthy with high ground in a good spot, but getting tagged up. The circle's going to flank now. On aimbot, gets a good shot in.
It's the flopper play I was talking about. He takes the high ground late with the floppers.
Yeah, exactly right. Now there's only 7 players left in this lobby. A lot of Australian players still left. Volks is one of them, raised by Kings. Volks trying to do his thing. 3 players in the storm. Volks probably in the best position to win this game. We'll see if he can close it out. But it is going to be H-King with rockets from high ground.
H-King trying to close one eye. He's up there as well. The shot's coming out from behind. Someone taking high ground late off him. He has no materials. He's dropping down. Needs to find this elimination. Use the mini and Storm. He's taking a fair bit of Storm damage though. Volks is just in front of him. Trying to find his way in. The shots come out. He can't even see who's doing it. It's Worthy. It's OC on OC. Worthy trying to finish it off on Volks. He's just in front of him. He can't get it. There's someone still alive, I believe, higher up. He is back in Storm. We haven't got eyes on him. It's Ruri.
Japan's very own Ruri. He's going to try and drop the floor underneath him. Currently going to be able to finally do it. Worthy versus Ruri in a 1 versus 1. How epic is this? Australia versus Japan. Ruri's going to get RPG'd, trying to survive with high ground. Has a great amount of mats to his name as well.
He's got 6 floppers too. He can take a fair bit of Storm if he has to. With those mats and that high ground, he can hold it. There is nothing Worthy can do to get him down, but Worthy has 7 materials, takes the shots though, lasers him as he falls down. The shots come out. He needs to break this tarp right now. Ruri has all the advantage on the high ground, but Worthy's not looking like he does. He's doing the best. He knocks him out again. Ruri shoots and catches himself. These are 2 of the best players I've ever seen.
And you got to think Worthy is in a pretty tough situation here. Ruri should be able to close this one out, but Worthy is going to put some damage on Ruri, who keeps healing up, and there you have it. Ruri comes out on top. What an epic 1-versus-1 fight to close that out. Congratulations to Japan's Ruri.
To actually get over into the next zone, he is going to be able to utilize those effectively, taking some shots out on Gies, so he actually ends up getting his shields ripped off as well. He is looking very low. Unfortunately, Mr. Fresh Asian goes down. He didn't go into that fight with very much. Spraz takes him out, but only had to hit one pellet because he only had 3 health left anyway.
Yep, and that was probably the result of the fight earlier. So now
Still left in this lobby. If you take a look, the next zone, I predict about
originally going to get taken out of this one. So Zex is out and Worthy is in with 4 eliminations. And a rough spot hits a good headshot, but is not going to connect for the elimination. Worthy almost clutches up right there, but in a trading of eliminations there, Worthy did get taken out.
Yeah, he did. You can see that Jesse went down as well, so he's going to have to wait until the next
low ground. Meanwhile, aimbot.exe currently has high ground and finds Tina Rez. Tina from Gen G.
And look at all of these builds. This is an absolute mess for these guys to try to navigate, but this is what they're here for. This is what they're used to. Tina does drop down aimbot. Unfortunately, doesn't have any mats left. He was out.
Is that myth?
Was that myth? Oh, no. No, that was Tim. Tim Tamman's here.
Tim Tamman.
Yeah,
Tim's representing.
He's here competing today.
How many fall damage self-eliminations or eliminated by falls are we going to see in this one?
It's already
so
2.
Far, yeah.
We should get a fall counter.
Yeah, fall counter. Can we get on screen, please? Crazy.
Unfortunately, to go out like that, Tina does go down as well. A great fight from her. She is going to get those placement points, though we've got 21 players left in the lobby. CR Bell sitting on ultimate high ground. Benji Fishy is still alive?
Yeah, Benji just took out 1, so that's going to give him 50 siphon, which he needed because he was low in health. Meanwhile, Symmetrical from CLG takes out Bob. Yes, there's a player named Bob, which is one of my favorite gamer tags so far. On board with Bell, who has ultimate high ground. So ultimate high ground means they're the highest person on the map, which is a great position.
We got 2 left, so those are going to be it for him. And CR Bell able to take out another player. Does get hit, but he is going to be able to recover very nicely. Again, this is going to be it for him. These players are getting down to their final resources. Their shields, their mats are completely expended at this point.
Yep, Cypher picking up another elimination. Bell's going to tag 1 up. I've been very impressed by Eshes, the young Australian, who's picked up quite a few eliminations here so far and is still going. Cypher, speaking of which, is going to get taken out. Symmetrical now has ultimate high ground right above Eshes. Symmetrical from CLG in a great position to win this one. Ghost trapped. The controller player from Ghost Gaming still alive, full health, full shields. It's going to come down to the wire, Pookie.
Yeah, and what I can see here is Nyrox, again, methodically just moving through everything. I'd be surprised if he doesn't actually end up taking this victory royale right now. He still has the 2 medkits. Is he going to be able to get one off? We are going to have to see back to Bell, who is putting down those traps and using those to hopefully bait Nyrox. But unfortunately is going to take a ton of damage. Oh my goodness.
Trapped gets 1. The controller player is representing, but look who it is. CLG Symmetrical with high ground. He's going to connect for the RPG. And the young NA West player is going to do it. His dad must be proud. The first game victory royale goes to CLG Symmetrical.
Have Kosk?
Yeah, Posk, yep, we got Posk here, trying to take this fight on low ground. Sinks above him, one of the OCE pros. He's got no shield and no meds, though, unfortunately. Only with a blue tack and Storms on him. He needs to take a fight now. He can't get out of this without taking this fight. 28 health, he's taking 1 damage per second, trying to find his way into Posk. Looking a little bit dazed and confused right now. Doesn't know where he is, and with 20 seconds to go until he's going to go down, he needs to find him fast.
Time is ticking, and so is his health. He's not going to be able to make it into the next zone, like you said. He isn't, unfortunately, going to get the first shot off on his opponent. Posk ends up taking out Sync.
One of the winner of yesterday, crowd favors. You can hear them cheering right now on 13 health. Not in a good way, though, but he can win this one. No, he's got no materials at all. Going up against Squeaks, a fellow OCE player. A beautiful pre-fire there. Got the shot in right before Squeaks took in the right-hand peak. He had him so low. He had him on 30 health. And Squeaks with the disrespect on Mr. Fresh Asian. These players on the backside looking a little bit bad. Zate's on the high ground just tarping in though. Zate using that high ground. No one can see him. He's got full control right now. He's going to focus on this player on second height. Rezo there is on second height. He wants to make sure he can hold that. Put some suppression down. Doesn't have the rockets to drop, but he can do enough with that AR. He's only got 73 bullets though, and he keeps firing, gets knocked down. He's going to build back up and try and hold it. I don't know about this one. He's contesting height with only 12 builds. Rezo chooses to go back down there. He knows he had the advantage, and that's what costs him. He gets beamed in the back.
Unbelievable. He did make that split-second decision to go for high ground, but it did not pay off very well for him. Now we're down to 17 players. We have Zate here back on high ground. All of these players are going to be getting placement points at this point. Looter is unfortunately going to be taking some damage. Zayt is controlling this high ground.
He is, and he's like I said, he's focusing second height. Every time someone tries to go for it, to put any pressure on him, he takes them down. He only has 23 builds, though, needs to be careful. He's going to have to push down on one of these eliminations and get some mats, or he's going to have to give up high ground. Epic Whale back there, one of our favorites from today with Zayt. We're seeing a pretty clean split. No, we have 3 NA players, 2 NA players here, 2 OC, 2 NA, 1 Europe, 2 OC. They're trying to close this one out. Zayt's on the high ground, Epic Whale down there as well. Nyrox going down. Let's see how this one closes out. EU is out of this match. It's 2 NA versus 3 OC. Looter's down there. Zayt's trying to find his way in. He's run out of mats though. He's running really low. 4. The fall damage. He can't catch himself. Epic Whale. Krysis still is on. Krysis on 12 points now, trying to find the shots on Looter. He can't finish it off. He misses the shot point blank. Right now we have Looter pushing forward. He's trying to take him down. He's trying to find him if he can. He can't see him. Slayer's out in Storm. I think he must have meds. Looter needs to find a shot on this one. I don't know if Slayer has floppers. He can't see him. There he is rotating in. You have to think Looter closes it out. He closed out game 1 yesterday in the Trio Pro-Am, and he closes out game 2 in the solos, finishing on what looks like 19 points with 3 eliminations that game. We talked about land experience. Looter has 0 land.
To get that off, it's going to take 10 seconds. Yep. You see Bob here scaling up, ascending the side of
with the opportunity to get out of fights. Meanwhile, Radius is trapping right behind him. He gets tagged up though, so Zayt, if you realize it, can get a kill. Epic Whale takes out one on Jinx. It's all coming down to the wire here. A lot of fights. Cloud9 Blackouts in a tough spot. Zayt is going to get tagged up as well.
Oh my goodness, this is complete mayhem going into these final zones. Zayt trying to scale down now. He realizes that he doesn't have very many materials, so being up on high ground is getting riskier and riskier for him at this point. Sync is taking a ton of damage. He's gonna have to pull something through, takes more fall damage, catches himself, and is able to get off 2 floppers and a mini before he has to start moving again. Sync, you've got 1 more flopper. Come on, bud. This is ticking by 10. You gotta get going.
He's doing that on purpose, because when you have those floppers, you can heal almost instantly. You can sit in the storm and retake high ground, exactly what Antics and I talked about earlier. Mr. Fresh Asian did it last game, but now he's so weak because he took so long to do it, Pookie, that it might be looking bleak for him.
Yeah, he had to hurry up.
Yeah.
Getting off that extra mini was definitely not worth the 80 damage in health he ended up taking. We've got Westy on high ground, tarping out, reinforcing with the cones, trying to get over to that mountain, be the first player there, catches himself on the build, turns around so that he can just start shooting at players that are coming into zone and preoccupied with each other.
And we've seen some big names in the elimination feed. Cease does it again. Saf did it earlier, but Cease is going to get eliminated, gets 11th place in this one. So with 10 players left, we are down to our top 10. A lot of big names in this one. Jolin representing AUNZ gets taken out by Hype, also from the region. Brezzo, controller player, does it as well. Pre-depression, I know he has some fans in the crowd I met earlier, takes out 1.
This is Westy's game to lose at this point. He has the ultimate advantage. He also has 6 floppers and a crazy amount of traps in his inventory. You can hear the crowd. They are getting hyped up. Speaking of hype, Westy raining down shots on Hype himself. We have 5 players left. They have reached the next threshold of 7 points, but they want that 10. The RPGs are flying. Elevate only has 18 health, down to 65 shield, now 7. He is going to have to make something happen. Unfortunately, Hype takes him out. He isn't going to be able to follow up with anything on that. Hype going back in the storm to grab that RPG, swaps it out, and now is going to be going up against the legs of Westy.
Westy's gonna take out Benji Fishy. That's no easy task, and it all comes down to this. 3 players remain. It's Westy, it's Hype, and 1 other. I think it might be Saf. Yes, it is. Saf representing America, coming from California against the 2 Australians. He's gonna get a good shot and right-hand advantage. Saf does it. We have a 1 versus 1. Saf versus Westy. Look how many floppers Westy has. He just needs to play this slow, play the longevity, and try to heal up when needed. Hold high ground, and he could win this one.
He could definitely turn this into a heal-off for sure. Saf does not have any white heals in his inventory at all, only the minis at his disposal. You can see Saf trying to get better positioning. He is trying to go through, but he's taking a ton of damage. Is this going to be enough? No! Unfortunately for Saf, Westy stayed in the circle, was able to clutch.
Advantage holding those windows for that right-hand peak that Worthy's trying to hold as well. Doesn't see which way Blackouts is going to get the tax shot. He has him so incredibly low. I think he has 15 health or less. Worthy trying to find his way in. You have to think he closes it out. And there it is, the angle. Oh my gosh, Worthy playing that to perfection to stay in Storm for this long. I want to see this fight end pretty quickly for one of them.
Yeah, Scarlet is either going to have to use that flopper sooner, get this elimination on Forbes, and like you said, Forbes just looking so fluid. You'd never know that he is on control of those builds, and it's insane, and Forbes gets the shot off. Scarlet is very low. He is going to have to use that flopper, and Forbes is taking taking this opportunity to mini up as well. We are right back to where we started. Scarlet, unfortunately, doesn't have any more health left, so he is going to have to end this quick.
Yeah, a bit of a misplay on both these players' parts, in my opinion, as well. Definitely shouldn't have taken this fight on either one. They found themselves very far from zone. Whoever wins this one is definitely not going to have a good game of it. I actually have to say, whoever wins this is probably still not going to get to zone. If they get this elimination, the 50 health, I'm pretty sure they're at least 50 seconds from zone, and they have 4 seconds until it starts closing again, until it's finished closing. So they're about to start getting double ticks in 0 seconds. Here it is,
3,
double tick on
2,
Forbes,
1.
and he's out of there. Scarlet picking up the Siphon there, seeing if maybe they can rotate to zone. We get a bit of an L dance. Maybe Scarlet wasn't too happy.
From starts fully moving over. We are going to see this lobby get empty very quickly. Here we see replays, unfortunately, having to do some damage to avoid the Storm Surge, and it looks like he does it. Nyrox taking a ton of damage, using the floppers to stay alive. Gets the elimination on Lepex, and also gets the Siphon, so that affords him an extra 50 health as well. And here we have Brezzo using the Storm to rotate in. He is going to meet another player, and that ends up being Replays. Replays is gone.
It does, and the same thing as well. They're getting placement points now. We have top 25, so all of these players now gaining more and more placement points. We saw Nyrox get it. We just saw Brezzo got it, and we see Luda get it as well. So all of our top players are still in this one. This is going to go right down to the wire. We have Jax on that high ground in the top right of your screen trying to take it out. We have Quid who's there in the front, rotated quickly. Jax trying to do some work. 8 points total. Hasn't found too much today, but one game can totally turn around. 10 eliminations, trying to find their way through if they can. Papi's on the low ground getting shots out. Brezzo gets the Siphon. No, he doesn't. Brezzo goes down. Our leader on 36 points. He's out of there. So is this Nyrox's chance to make some more points, or Luda? I can't see Nyrox on the screen there. We must have missed him going down. Nyrox has gone down from what I can tell. Luda is still in there. This might be his chance for OC to come back on top here by Luda taking the mantle from Brezzo. We'll have to see how this one plays out. Jack's in a commanding position on the high ground though.
Yeah, and Brezzo was fortunately able to get some placement points. I don't know exactly how many he got, but that has been his MO all day. Aimbot taking some shots, looking for something to connect, and he does, but he is going to be taking 10 damage a tick. He is in the storm. He builds his way up. He's going to be met by Jax if he keeps going.
Here he goes, Aimbot's trying to push forward now if he can. 26 points total, seeing what he can do. We've had that high ground dominance so far. He's now on the low ground, seeing if he can be a little bit scrappy, see if he can pick something up. He has Jamok below him, and Jamok, someone's taking shots at him. I don't know if it was Jamok. He has to rotate back out, but he can't. He gets stuck by Quid, one of the young mechanical gods of our region. He's pushing forward, 24 points total now. Pre taking down Rizard in the feed as well. Jamok taking shots on low ground, taking down Pre-Depression. We have 4 players alive now. This is closing out here. He gained top 5. Luda is still in this. Luda has gained top 5 placement points now as well. We might see a booger moment, someone coming out on top in their first ever LAN. Jax is on high ground now. He's going to try and find some angles if he can. Luda's trying to find his way back up onto top or stay down there safely. It's slowing down a little bit now as these players try and find out where they are. It's 8th zone. It's closing in. He has 2 floppers, 3 minis. I have to think that he's going to close this one out.
Yeah, and you can see here Jax still on high ground, but unfortunately is going to take a little bit of damage as he falls down. He doesn't have any materials left, so he is going to have to make a very quick play here.
He needs to try and go for this flopper and get back, and if he can quickly, he saves it to use it at the very last minute, make sure he gets the full 50 health. That extra tick goes off. He's getting stuck by some of these builds, needs to find an angle through. He does. Jax on low ground, 59 health. Luda taking down Jailmock. Luda has a chance to close this one out. We have Luda versus Quid. If you follow the OCE region, you know how insane this fight's going to be. Jax as well. We have 3 of the most mechanically gifted players in our region making it to endgame and trying to see who comes out on top. Jax with the right hand peek, and he finds it. He gets a solid shot onto Luda. Luda has to back up, but he has those 2 floppers. Jax had to go through all of his. Luda has conserved what he has even better. He's using the floppers, trying to find his way in. The shot comes out again. He's so low. No, Jax fires back. He goes down. Quid comes out on top, but Luda with a phenomenal performance there. 28 points total for Quid. An insane finish and an all OCE top 3 there. We'll see if the leaderboard looks the same with Luda jumping up in front of Brezzo maybe.